What if I told you that in just 10 minutes, you could understand the entire story of World War II, the biggest and deadliest conflict in human history? Stick with me, because we're about to travel back in time and witness a war that changed the world forever. And trust me, even if history usually feels a little boring, this story is full of shocking twists, unbelievable battles, and decisions that shaped the lives we live today. It all started in 1939. Imagine this: Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, wanted to expand its power and control more land. On September 1, 1939, German tanks and soldiers stormed into Poland. Britain and France had enough and declared war just 2 days later. That moment officially kicked off World War II. At first, the world thought it might be a quick fight, but oh no, it turned into a 6-year nightmare. In the early years, Germany seemed unstoppable. Their military used something called Blitzkrieg, or lightning war, which meant striking super fast with planes, tanks, and troops all at once. In just weeks, Poland collapsed. Soon, country after country fell: Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and even France in 1940. It was as if the German army was running through Europe like a wildfire, leaving destruction behind. But one country refused to bow down: Britain. In 1940, Germany launched the Battle of Britain, sending wave after wave of planes to bomb British cities. Imagine looking up at the sky and seeing hundreds of planes above you. But the Royal Air Force, with its brave pilots, held strong. This was the first time Hitler's army actually failed, and it gave the world a small but powerful dose of hope. Meanwhile, far away in the east, another giant was making moves: Japan. Japan wanted control of Asia and the Pacific. They invaded China and pushed further south. Tensions grew with the United States, and on December 7, 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, a U.S. naval base in Hawaii. In just a couple of hours, battleships were destroyed, thousands of lives lost, and America was shocked to its core. That very next day, the United States declared war on Japan. And just like that, America officially joined World War II. This changed everything. By 1942, the war had spread across almost the entire globe: Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. It truly became a world war. Germany even betrayed its partner, the Soviet Union, by launching a massive invasion called Operation Barbarossa. At first, German forces stormed deep into Soviet land, but then came one of the coldest Russian winters, and the tide began to turn. The Battle of Stalingrad in 1942 and 1943 became one of the bloodiest battles in history. Millions fought, and the Soviet Union finally pushed Germany back. It was the beginning of Hitler's downfall. In North Africa, battles raged between German General Erwin Rommel, nicknamed the Desert Fox, and the Allied forces. Eventually, the Allies gained the upper hand, and by 1943, they invaded Italy. Mussolini, the Italian dictator and Hitler's friend, was removed from power, and Italy surrendered. Step by step, the Allies were closing in. Then came June 6, 1944, D-Day. Picture thousands of ships crossing the English Channel, carrying hundreds of thousands of soldiers. They stormed the beaches of Normandy in France, facing heavy German defenses. Many soldiers didn't survive that day, but the mission succeeded. It was one of the most daring and important days of the war, and it opened the door for the Allies to march into Western Europe and push toward Germany. By 1945, the end was near. The Soviets closed in from the east, and the Americans, British, and their allies closed in from the west. In April 1945, Adolf Hitler took his own life as Soviet troops entered Berlin. Just a week later, Germany officially surrendered. In Europe, the war was finally over. People filled the streets with joy, hugging strangers, celebrating peace at last. But the fighting in the Pacific was still raging. Japan refused to surrender. Even after months of brutal battles like Iwo Jima and Okinawa, the United States faced a difficult decision: invade Japan, which could cost millions of lives, or try something new. In August 1945, America dropped two atomic bombs, first on Hiroshima, then on Nagasaki. The devastation was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Within days, Japan surrendered, and World War II was over. In just 6 years, the war had killed more than 70 million people, destroyed cities, and reshaped entire nations. But out of the ashes came new hope. The United Nations was created to prevent future wars, and the world entered a new era, the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union. So, why does this story matter today? Because World War II reminds us how dangerous hate, greed, and unchecked power can be, but it also shows us the strength of unity, courage, and resilience. Ordinary people became heroes, and nations learned the cost of peace. And there you have it, the complete timeline of World War II in just 10 minutes. Now I want to hear from you. Which part of this story surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through history, give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss more amazing stories from the past. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.